Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing well. Today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hopefully you guys are being spoiled rotten and having a wonderful day. As you can probably see from the thumbnail, this is the second video of my entire Criterion collection. This is going to be part one of standard editions. And that's all I have to say about it, because I'm sure also that you saw from the thumbnail is there's a crap ton of these I need to get through. So I'm not even going to do much of an intro right here. I'm just going to be done and we're going to delve right into it. Not going to talk much about it. We're just going to get started and get through it. So this entire video is not like an hour and a half long. And once again, I apologize for some of the titles if I do not pronounce them correctly. But I think there's only a few, and I'm going to put them right away at the front so I can just get it out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and start with, I think it's Vivre sa vie. That's the first movie we're going to start with. Another Godard film, I believe. L'argent, I think is how you say it. L'argent. It's, it means money, I'm pretty sure. Then we got Leon Morin Priest. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Revanche, I think is how you say it. Revanche. If I said it wrong, please let me know in the comments below. All right, moving right along. We got Judettes. This movie is really cool. Really cool intro to that film. Philadelphia Story. Fantastic film. Definitely check that one out. Old Joy, I only saw it once. Pretty good. Little weird. I like that cover art, though. Very cool. Written on the Wind. Have not watched it yet. Got it a little while back and just have not watched it yet. Hold on, I need to fix this here. Make sure these movies don't go everywhere. All right. Next is Sullivan's Travels. This movie is phenomenal. Definitely check out Sullivan's Travels. Preston Sturges. Fantastic film. The Friends of Eddie Coyle. Another pretty cool film. Memories of Murder, Bong Joon-ho. I have not seen it, but I loved Parasite, same director. So I will definitely check that out soon. Downhill Racer. It was okay. Letters Never Sent. It was pretty good. It's been a while, though, so I don't really remember it. I do remember liking it. Next, we got Safe. That movie was really cool. That movie surprised the heck out of me. I really enjoyed it. Same with this one, All That Jazz. Another fantastic film. The Great Dictator. Charlie Chaplin. I have not actually watched it yet. All That Heaven Allows. Have not actually watched that one yet either. Lost in America. I saw. That was pretty good. Detour is phenomenal. Excellent, excellent film noir. Look at this, guys. We're almost done with the first stack. Then we got the Immigrants and The New Land. I haven't watched either of those. I've heard they're both very good. It's a double feature. Jabberwocky. Have not watched it yet. Lady Snowblood. Have not watched it yet. It sounds like there might be a loose disc in there. I hope not. Repulsion, Roman Polanski. This movie's a little messed up, but then again, what Roman Polanski film isn't? Punch Drunk Love, Paul Thomas Anderson. That movie is very good. That surprised the heck out of me, too. The Music Room. This movie was very good, too. My Winnipeg. This movie was really weird. I don't really remember much about it. Anatomy of a Murder. I did the filming location. Go check it out. It's on my channel. This movie is phenomenal and a great jazz soundtrack. If you have not seen it, don't waste any more time. Go see it. The Blob. Always a fun movie. That's the original. I also enjoyed the remake. Being There. Hal Ashby and Peter Sellers. That movie is awesome. All right. So let's get in here. In a Lonely Place. I just watched this recently. I think last November. That was pretty good. The Big City. That movie is really cool as well. I don't know, is it Satyajit Ray? I'm not sure how you pronounce that director's name, but he also did the Apu trilogy, which blew my freaking mind. And we'll get into that later when I get into box sets. Francis Truffaut's Day for Night, the greatest movie about making movies that's ever been made, at least in my personal opinion. Pere Le Fou, I think is how you say it. I haven't actually watched it yet. The Exterminating Angel. This movie is very interesting. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Paris, Texas. Another one that is phenomenal, at least in my opinion. That was Wim Wenders, I believe. Rashomon. Haven't opened it, but I have seen it multiple times. Kurosawa is always awesome. Straw Dogs. Have not watched it yet. All right. Let's see here. Cold Water. This movie started off really slow, and I didn't think I was going to get into it, and then it got really good. And the last, half is phenomenal. The Ice Storm, which is pretty good. Ang Lee film. I enjoyed that one. Love Streams, little John Cassavetes. His movies are great, but they're usually extremely emotionally exhausting. Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon. I am waiting for a 4K release of this. This would look phenomenal in 4K. The Breaking Point, I watched this recently too. This movie was really, really good as well. Paths of Glory, another Stanley Kubrick, one of my all-time favorite Stanley Kubrick films. It is absolutely phenomenal, and I might actually own that on 4K as well. The Bridge, I have not actually watched yet. All right, let's see here. Graduate, a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that film. Good soundtrack. Bull Durham, great baseball movie. Might be one of my top 3 favorite baseball movies, actually. Nightmare Alley. This was really good. Have not seen the remake, although I do own the remake. Scorsese's The Last Temptation of Christ. I had never actually watched that movie. Kurosawa's Throne of Blood. This movie is awesome. Bette Midler, The Rose. A good rise and fall story, definitely. Broadcast News, pretty good. Been a while since I've seen it. Man, we are blowing through these guys. Carnival of Souls. This movie is awesome. Definitely check it out around the Halloween season. I enjoyed it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Doesn't get much better for 80s high school comedies. Tarkovsky's Stalker. This movie is weird, bizarre, twisted, and awesome. Mickey and Nicky. John Cassavetes, Peter Falk. Interesting movie. Very interesting. I'm not going to delve into it. Look it up yourself. It's very cool. Brazil. This movie, I waited a long time to watch, and it blew my mind when I did. I loved it. I think it's Hiroshima Mon Amour. I think is how you say it. I started this movie and realized that it was probably a movie that was a little too deeper. It was much deeper than I wanted to get into at the time. Watched the first 10 minutes of it, thought it looked cool, but I was like, I'm going to wait on it. And I have not gotten back to finishing it. Whoa! The Lure. Killer Mermaids. Need I say more? Angels Only Have Wings. Howard Hawks. This movie is awesome. Topsy Turvy. Have not actually watched it yet. We got some more Kurosawa, The Hidden Fortress. Some of you might not know, but this is the movie that influenced Star Wars. I believe it's that one. It's one of the Kurosawas. I'm pretty sure it's The Hidden Fortress. World on a Wire. This movie is awesome too, and I love that artwork. The Honeymoon Killers. I've seen it, but it's been a long time, and I have not watched this version yet. Oh, better be careful. I got movies going everywhere. Chimes at Midnight. Orson Welles. One of the only Orson Welles films I have not actually watched yet. All right. Michael Douglas, The Game. I think this was a David Fincher film. This movie's interesting, to say the least. A Touch of Zen. Have not watched it yet. I love the artwork on that, though. The Naked Kiss, Samuel Fuller. He's a great director, too. This movie's bizarre. I did enjoy it, though, quite a bit. Another Andrei Tarkovsky film, Ivan's Childhood. I have not actually watched that yet, but I've heard it's one of the greatest anti-war films out there. The American Friend. I only saw it once. I don't really remember it. I should probably rewatch it. Eating Raoul. This movie is interesting, to say the least. Yeah. It's fun, though. I liked it. The Thin Blue Line. This is a phenomenal documentary. If you're looking for a great crime documentary, definitely check this out. That movie is great. Gilda. Rita Hayworth. Very cool film. Been a while since I've seen it, but I have seen it a couple times, and I really, really enjoyed it. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. I have not watched yet. I have seen other films by this director and enjoyed them tremendously. So I look forward to watching that. Inside Llewyn Davis, a very, very underrated Coen Brothers film. Definitely check that out. We got Robert Altman's McCabe and Mrs. Miller, a very unconventional Western, but a phenomenal Western nonetheless. Kiss Me Deadly, one of the coolest film noirs out there. The ending is really out there, really ahead of its time, in my opinion, and it's very cool. Failsafe, very cool movie. Been a while since I've seen it. The Big Chill, I enjoyed this as well, but it's been a long time since I have seen it. All right, running out of room over here, so I'm gonna start putting them over here. Clute. This movie's awesome. I love that artwork on there too. Definitely check out Clute. Great movie. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Most people have probably seen that. Pretty famous Terry Gilliam movie. To Be or Not to Be. I have not actually watched this yet. I love that artwork on there though. Wings of Desire, another Wim Wenders film. This movie surprised the heck out of me. I didn't know what to expect and I loved it. Beaker Morant, I think, is what it's called. Yes, or that's how you say it, I think. That's a cool movie. It's a cool courtroom movie. Alfred Hitchcock's Notorious. I have not opened it, but I have seen that movie multiple times. Le Cercle Rouge, or Le Cercle Rouge, I'm not sure how exactly you pronounce it, but it's Jean-Pierre Melville. This director is phenomenal. He has some of the coolest movies ever. If you've never seen anything by him, during the next Criterion sale, definitely delve into some of his stuff. This is out of print. They actually just released it on 4K, so I'll probably be selling this off at some point because I would love to get my hands on that 4K. And I believe he actually has 2 or 3 films in the Criterion collection that have just got 4K releases or upgrades. Speaking of 4K upgrades, The Red Shoes. This movie is great as well. It also got a 4K release just recently, so I will probably be upgrading to that. Blood Simple, my all-time favorite Coen Brothers film. Do yourself a favor. If you've never seen Blood Simple or you don't own it in the collection, pause this video right now, go to Amazon and buy it. This movie is phenomenal. You won't regret it. Next up, we got The Island of Lost Souls. I have not actually watched that yet. Kira Kurosawa's Dreams, I've seen multiple times, just haven't opened this one. I love that artwork on there too. This is a really cool, it's like an anthology. It's a bunch of short films. That movie's awesome. Insomnia, very cool. Not the Christopher Nolan, although I believe it is somewhat based on that, or it might even just be a straight remake. It's been a while since I've seen that original one. Purple Noon, I forgot I even had this film. Somebody recommended it to me, bought it during the sale, haven't even watched it. Elevator to the Gallows. Movie's pretty good. I actually like the title better than the movie, but I've only seen it once and it's been a while, so that's really an unfair comment. I should really watch it again and give it another shot. Meantime, this movie's phenomenal. It's awesome. I love it. Naked Lunch. This just got a 4K release too, but not from Criterion. I believe it's it's David Cronenberg. I heard this movie is really out there. I really want to watch that one somewhat soon. The Age of Innocence, Martin Scorsese. Love the artwork on that as well. Have seen it, but just have not opened that one. Pickup on South Street. Excellent film noir. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Make this another top pickup for the next sale, or next time Criterion's are on sale. Pickup on South Street is phenomenal. Stranger Than Paradise, Deadpan. It's a Jim Jarmusch film, I think is how you say his name. He's like the king of deadpan. Very interesting film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. All right, let's see what we got here. The Double Life of Veronique. I don't even know how you pronounce her name. This is who's the director on this? Oh yeah, this is the same director that did the Three Colors trilogy, which is a phenomenal trilogy. Francis Truffaut, The 400 Blows. This movie is awesome. Another Jim Jarmusch film, Mystery Train. This movie was good, but it's a little bit out there. Like I said, it's very, very deadpan comedy. Asphalt Jungle, speaking of excellent film noirs, this is another one you should have at the top of your list. All right, A Face in the Crowd. This is Andy Griffith, like you've never seen Andy Griffith before. It's quite different than anything you've probably seen him in. That movie is phenomenal. Definitely check out A Face in the Crowd. We're almost done here, guys. Rumblefish, early Francis Ford Coppola, or somewhat early. All shot in black and white. Beautifully shot in black and white. That movie is awesome. Definitely check it out. Scorsese short films. Before you go buy this, you can probably watch most of these on YouTube. Maybe check them out. before you actually purchase it, because they're a little out there. I like them all, though. I think they're all pretty good. Something Wild. This movie's awesome. This should be another top choice for the next sale. Definitely pick up Something Wild. John Cassavetes' Husbands. I have not actually watched this one yet. I've seen a lot of John Cassavetes, just not that one. The War of the Worlds. This movie's a lot of fun. Portrait of a Woman on Fire. I've heard this movie is phenomenal. I have not gotten around to actually watching it yet. What is this one? Wildlife, which I believe Paul Dano directs it. I think it's his directorial debut. I've heard it's phenomenal. I just haven't gotten around to it. I love the artwork. Man, Criterion always kills it with the artwork. The Last Waltz. This is the 4K. I have not actually watched this yet, but I've seen it. And it's basically the band. It's their last concert. So it is definitely very... a very interesting film. It's directed by Martin Scorsese as well, I believe. Blowout, the 4K version. It is, this movie is great. I think it's Brian De Palma. Yeah, Brian De Palma. It looks great. It sounds great. This movie's awesome. Definitely check out Blowout. It's a phenomenal film. Chan is Missing, a film noir. Very cool. All right, we got 2 left, guys. Moonstruck, Cher. I've seen it. It's been a while, but I have not actually watched that version yet. And last, but definitely not least, actually, it could be least, I've never actually seen it, is The Incredible Shrinking Man. This is one that I picked up just recently and have not gotten around to watching it, but I definitely look forward to it. And that is it, guys. We blew through that pretty darn quickly. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Have you seen any of these movies? Do you have any recommendations for these movies? Yeah. It's... I got a lot of Criterions, but thank you so much for watching, guys. You're amazing as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.